Google that.
Thank you.
Google it. Terence John McLennan. I'm being intimidated by a policeman here.
Before we start, I would advise you that this interview is being recorded by a camera behind that window and the microphone's in the table. I am Constable Jones and this is Constable Gallo.
Constable Jones, I would like to actually see where that's being recorded to.
We can show you that after the interview, but it's been...
I would like to know
well,
now. Can you please go and show it to me?
Do you agree the time is now?
No, I asked you if you could...
23:32 hours, so it's 11:32 of the evening? Yeah?
I haven't got my glasses.
Okay, well it is actually 23:32. And the date is the 8th of October.
I would like to know where it's been. No, you're actually
It's going to
intimidating.
be a lot easier if he listens to what he's going to say.
Freddie, you're a hell of a younger than me.
Then maybe
Amanda? Sorry. Amanda?
Mr. Jones,
Yes, go on.
please actually respect me.
I am respecting you. I'm trying to explain to you what's happening.
What is happening, Mr. Jones?
I'm going to speak to you about the events of tonight. However,
What is happening, Mr. Jones?
I want to point out a new
Jones,
thing.
please tell me what is happening.
We're having an interview. Do you understand
about
that?
what, Mr. Jones?
The events of tonight and why you're
What
here.
happened, Mr. Jones?
You're going to tell me.
Mr. Jones, I would like you to tell me what happened tonight.
Well, I wasn't there.
Who was there, Mr.
Right.
Jones? Please tell me who was there.
Do you agree where it's at Perth Police Station?
I don't know where I am, Mr. Jones.
Yeah. What's your full name, please?
I don't know, Mr. Jones.
Okay, what's your date
I am
of birth?
bleeding, Mr. Jones.
Okay, and
I'm bleeding.
what's your address? Your date of birth?
I
Your
am
name?
Mr. Jones.
Okay. What level of education have you reached?
I don't know, Mr. Jones.
Can you read and write English?
I don't know, Mr. Jones. I speak no English, Mr. Jones.
If at any time during this interview I say something or ask a question that you do not understand, please tell me that you do not understand,
I do
okay?
not understand, Mr. Jones.
What don't you understand?
I need an interpreter.
Amanda.
Mr. Jones.
I am fully aware that you understand everything that's going on.
No, I do not understand anything that's
Okay.
going on, Mr. Jones.
And you can play all these games for us
You can
as
play all
long
the
as you
games
want.
you like.
Well, I'm going to ask you some questions.
I would like an interpreter,
You can answer them.
Mr. Jones.
What language would you like to be to?
I'm bleeding, Mr. Jones.
What language would you like?
German.
Speak some German to me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 19.
19. It's 9.
Sacrament.
It's 9.
Sacrament!
I know you said you've sacrament.
No,
That's French.
No, that's fucking German.
Okay, please don't swear in my company, okay?
I did. It's been in German.
So
Sacrament!
you can obviously, you're just proving to me you can speak fluent English. Thank you for that.
No, sorry, Mr. Jones.
Are you affected in any way by alcohol at this time?
Oh my God, Mr. Jones. This is stupid, Mr. Jones.
Are you affected by alcohol at this time?
Nine, Mr. Jones.
That's no, thank you. Are you in any way affected by drugs or medication at this time?
Nine, Mr. Jones.
Are you suffering from any illness or injury?
Nine, Mr. Jones, except
No.
for nine.
Okay.
Elbow.
Do you agree that you've been advised that you were under arrest on suspicion of assault on a public officer and that you have the
Nine,
right to
Mr.
speak with a
Jones.
lawyer and or speak with a friend or relative? Do you
Nine.
advise me of your whereabouts?
Nine.
Have you exercised those rights?
Nine.
Okay. I wish to talk to you about the alleged allegation of assault on a public officer that occurred on today's date, the 8th of October 2014. Before I do, however, I advise you that you are not obliged to say anything unless you wish to do so, and anything you do say or do will be recorded and may be given in evidence. You can answer some questions and not others. Do you understand what that means?
Nine.
Could you repeat it back to me so I could get
Nine.
a grip of your understanding?
Nine.
Okay, I don't think it's worth even going for it. What I'm going to ask you about today, can you please explain to me what happened from approximately midday today up until your arrest this evening? Alright. This evening, when you were at home, yeah, your home address, who were you with?
Okay.
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 I believe you've got 3 children, is that correct? Could you please tell me the names?
Okay.
What time was the arrest? 9:34?
9:40.
Yeah, approximately 9:40 this evening you were arrested. Could you please tell me where you were?
No.
No. Okay. There's been an allegation from an officer that you've kicked him twice. Could you please explain that to me?
No.
No?
Before we came in here, you were telling me about what happened tonight, and you just said about 5 minutes ago you wanted to tell your side of the story. This is your opportunity to do it on video.
Because obviously this is being recorded and this could possibly be shown in court. Is that something that you're happy with?
Whatever's.
Whatever.
Whatever's.
Do you want to start again?
9.
No. There's also an allegation from one of your daughters that you've threatened to kill her whilst holding a wine bottle above your head. Can you please comment on that?
No.
I think that's quite a serious allegation. Could you please explain what happened tonight?
No.
No?
That's what no means.
Can you explain to us why the police are inside your house this evening?
No.
Did you assault a police officer this evening?
No.
No?
No.
Do you have any recollection of what's happened this evening? Refuse to comment. Okay. Have you got any questions for us at all?
Why the fuck am I here?
I've just explained that to you. You're under arrest on suspicion of assaulting a police officer. Yeah? And this is your opportunity to explain what happened.
You haven't given me a phone call.
I've offered you to make a phone call several times. However, I've asked you for the phone numbers of the number to call, but you've not been able to provide them with me to me. So unfortunately, there's...
Because you would not let me take my mobile with me.
Well, that's not strictly correct, is it?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So I don't have your phone. I don't have your phone. I don't know your phone numbers, and obviously you don't know them. So how do you expect me to call?
I have
these
no
people?
mobile.
Okay. So you're now willing to communicate with us?
No. You don't. You are being idiots.
Why am I being an idiot?
Because I've been arrested for no bloody reason.
You've been arrested for kicking twice, I dare say, with your
That's because
right
you
foot to the left outside knee of a police officer.
Who did that?
I have no idea.
Well, I'd like to know. Tell me who did that.
I don't know, do I?
Well, why not?
Would that not have happened when you were possibly fighting with your children tonight?
No.
No?
No.
Can you explain to me what happened with your children tonight?
I had my 7-year-old
Mm-hmm.
who has been with me for the school holidays,
Mm-hmm.
which ends on Tuesday. If you realise they go back on, Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
I've had my 15-year-old who was babysitting her because I had to go to bloody see a lawyer.
Go where, sorry?
I had to see a lawyer. It's cost me $15,000. And the next thing I know, my bloody Australian.
Alright, take a minute.
What did you do if your kids hated you?
Why do they hate you, Amanda?
I don't know. I didn't do anything to them. I just had them. And I don't know. I don't know why. Why would they hate me? Why? Why?
You start again. Do you want to tell us what happened this evening, please?
My daughter's turned on me. Why did my daughters turn on me? What did I do wrong?
Don't know. You tell me. I wasn't
I
there.
don't know. What did my daughters turn on me?
So could you please just explain to me how your daughter's turned on you?
Well, I had the same person on my. Well, Rebecca, the oldest one, didn't even want to come to see me for Mother's Day. And that was the last time I saw her. And then Kirsten didn't want to stay with me in July, so that was the last time I saw her. Because she shot herself when I was 15. And she ended up in the, she got worse. She got better and then she got worse, but she ended up in Brightwater, Balcatta. And the bus just dropped her on her back. And then she ended up in Charlie's. And she died on the 15th of August. My kids didn't even come and see me. And now I'm here. So I'm not here. And my brother died the 9th of October, so I'm going to go and see him at Carragher. And I don't even know if I can go and see him. Because I'm here.
So why don't you just explain to me the reason why you're here and what happened last night?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know.
Do you not remember? Do you not recollect? Is there a reason for that?
Well, I recollect my brother died on the 9th of October in 1995 because he jumped in front of a train when he was out. Oh, fuck. My mother died on the 15th of August 2014. Any problems with that?
None at all.
No, well, I've got a problem with it because they were my bloody brother and my mother.
So Amanda, let's go back to, if we can, tonight with your daughters. You said your daughters hate you don't know why.
I don't know why.
But please explain to me what happened tonight inside your apartment.
The policeman came in there
Okay.
and arrested me. What the fuck else happened? For doing nothing. So here I am. Good on you. You've done really well.
So what happened when the police officers came in?
Oh no, I've got this.
Could you explain to me what happened when the police officers came into your apartment, Amanda?
I've got this.
How did you get that? Why don't you know?
Because police officers came into my apartment, I didn't. What happens with police officers coming to your apartment when they're not meant to be able to get up onto the 14th floor? What do you do?
Why do you think they came up to your apartment?
I don't know.
No? Who do you think called the police?
My fucking husband.
Why did your husband call the police?
Because he's got it in for me.
Why has he got it in for you?
God knows. Ask him.
Okay. Is there any reason he would have called the police?
Because he's an asshole.
Apart from that, any other reason? Nothing happened tonight? Why you would call the police? You've had no altercations with anybody inside your apartment tonight?
Except my oldest daughter who hates me.
Okay, can you please explain to me what happened with your eldest daughter?
She's a bitch.
Okay, that's nice. But what happened?
She took her 7-year-old sister away from me
Why was that?
because she doesn't think she should be with her mother.
Why is that?
I don't know.
You must know. You're the mother of the children. You must know why.
Do you know teenage daughters?
Okay.
They have no bloody idea. Oh my God, she was such a bitch.
So can you please explain what happened inside the apartment?
Oh my God, she bloody, and Kirsten was in on it.
Who's Kirsten?
My 15-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
You tell me.
Well, ask him. I don't know. I didn't do anything wrong to him.
She's done nothing wrong at all.
No. I bloody organised for Kirsten to go to the doctors. Got an X-ray for her. Because she's got scoliosis apparently. Anyway, that's been discounted. Got blood tests for her. And I've made an appointment for a psychiatrist for her for next Monday.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing, but I'm not going to comment on your parenting relationship with your daughters. I'm here to try and find out what happened inside your apartment.
I don't know.
You don't remember why? Yeah, but why don't
No,
you
I
remember?
don't remember. No, it's not that. It's just totally fucking stupid.
So please tell me then. Tell me exactly what happened.
Well, these bloody policemen came and arrested me for no fucking reason. And I've got bruises.
But why did the policeman turn up to your apartment?
I'm gonna ask them.
So there was no reason. So when the police turned up to your door and they found, why did they find blood on the outside of your door?
No, it probably came from that.
But that was before the police got there because they found it on the outside of your door. How can you explain that?
How do they get up there?
In a lift.
How?
But please explain to me about the
No,
blood on the
how
outside of
did they
your
get
door.
up there?
Can you please explain to me about the blood on the outside of
No,
your door?
please explain to me how they got up to the 14th floor.
Okay, so you're going to refuse to answer my question, is that correct?
Are you going to refuse to try and answer my question?
They used a key fob to get up.
Where'd they get that from?
I don't know. I wasn't
Well,
there. So there's my explanation, so could you please explain the blood on the outside
No,
of
so
your door?
what was your explanation?
Yeah? No? You're not going to tell me?
I don't know.
You don't know the blood. Is it your blood on the outside of the door?
Fuck knows.
Okay. Why was your apartment all trashed with all lots of personal items thrown about? Is that the normal state of affairs?
I don't know.
Why don't you know?
Because it's just fucking crazy.
Go on then, please explain why it's just fucking
It's crazy that you came up to my apartment. What for?
It was a concern for you. That's why the police have
Of
attended.
course, it's a concern. If I get locked up in bloody handcuffs, it's very concerning.
Remember I explained to you before, we were having a conversation about 10 minutes ago, and I said to you that the reason why police were called is because your husband had a concern for your welfare, alright? He thought you might be hurting yourself. Police have come up to the 14th floor, they've seen blood on the outside of your door, the door's been open, that has satisfied their reason of suspicion, alright? They need to enter, okay, to check on your welfare. That's why they've come into your house. They didn't come in to arrest you, they came in to check on your welfare. Do you understand that?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, but from there, what happened when the police entered the house?
I didn't know what the fuck they were doing there.
What did you ask them?
I said, what the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah.
If people come into your house, what do you ask them? What the fuck are you doing here?
Naturally. But what happened afterwards? Did you ask the police to leave?
No, they... Of course I mean, it's a bloody apartment. You've got 4 fucking police in there. You're saying, fuck off.
What happened when you asked them to leave?
They didn't go.
And then what happened?
Then they arrested me.
Why do you think they arrested you?
I don't know. Just because they got the power to, I suppose. Do whatever they fucking want. Just ride over people's rights. That's what you do in Australia, isn't it?
What happened when the police tried to leave your apartment?
They tried to
Next to
arrest
the door? They tried to arrest you at the door, did they?
No, they wrestled me to the ground.
Why did they arrest you to the ground?
Fuck knows. I'm just, I'm a big person.
Basically, the police officer that attended with Jess, as my colleague has said, they found blood on the outside of the door. Due to the concerns that were raised by the caller, they've entered to find you sitting on the sofa in the front room. They've also seen that the window was wide open, so the first officer has entered and he's closed the window.
What window?
You've then challenged
Window?
him.
I don't have any windows.
Just let me finish. I'm just giving.
Sorry, no, let me finish. I don't have any windows.
I'm not going to get into a shouting match with you.
Well, please get your facts
Okay.
right. I do not
So
have
you
windows in
them.
my apartment.
The officer
I
explained
do not
why they were
have
there.
windows in the apartment.
The
Can you
officers.
please rephrase.
The officers have then attempted to leave,
Well, the
and you've
officers
stopped them
making
from
it
leaving. And you've
They
stopped
are
them from leaving.
lying.
The officer has said he would like to get out the door. The 2 officers have said they would like to get out of your door with you stood in the way, and you've refused to get out of the way. The officers
Because
tried
they
to
are
go
in my
past
apartment. Stop fucking with me.
you, and they tried to leave, and you've kicked this officer twice with your right foot to the left side of his leg. In which time they then restrained. At which point they restrained you and arrested you. Could you explain that to me?
Can you explain that to me?
No.
Why not?
So I don't know how you got it. I wasn't there.
I wasn't there either.
You weren't there.
How's that going?
I'm not got any more questions whatsoever for you.
No, you're doing really good here, Mr. Policeman.
Yeah.
You're doing very good for the public of WA.
Okay.
You pay your
Has this interview been conducted of your own free will?
No,
Why is that?
because I don't want to be here.
I don't want to be. Have you been threatened at all to participate in this interview?
Say what?
Have you been threatened at all to participate in this interview?
Yes,
How?
by your threatening behaviour. And I had blood on the table.
Please,
You are very threatening.
in what way?
Your bald head is shining in my eyes.
My shiny bald head is in your eyes and is threatening you.
Yes.
Thank you.
And you also have very threatening behaviour towards me.
In what have I done to do that?
The way you talk to me.
How's that? Please explain. It's on the
Very
table.
threatening.
Very threatening. Okay.
Yes, and you are very disrespectful.
Have you been promised anything in
Sorry?
return for participating in this interview?
You're very disrespectful.
Do you have any
Please,
complaints
would you-
about the way the interview was conducted or about the way you have been treated by the police today?
Yes,
What are they?
you're very disrespectful.
Fantastic. That completes the interview. A formal assessment of the evidence and or further inquiries will now be undertaken and a decision made in relation to what further action we will take. I'll advise you of the outcome when the decision has been made. If you are subsequently charged in relation to this matter, a copy of
Please
this
do not.
interview will be made available to you or your legal representative within
Please do
14
not.
days of being charged or as soon as practicable thereafter. Okay? This interview is terminated at 23:56, which is 23:56 p.m.
Mr. Jones?
Okay.
I would like to
Terminate the
have
interview
my
at this
say.
time. I'm gonna. You do not click your hands at me. All right, you can keep a piece of paper. That's absolutely fine.